implementaion. Systemed units explained with types and states title text. Armin Shariarian.
Implementation systemed units explained and types and states. What is the systemed unit? A unit is a systemed object that performs or controls a particular task or action. Systemed uses units to start or stop and manage services, organize boot process, maintain tasks and processes, create sockets, mount file system and initialize hardware. A systemed unit consists of a name, type, and configuration file. The name provides a unique identity to the unit. The configuration file defines the responsibility or task of the unit. The type helps the unit to group with other similar types of units. To understand the relationship between systemd and units, consider systemd as a bus driver and the units as the controllers of the bus, such as gear, clutch, lever, brake, accelerator, and it's just like. To drive and control the bus driver uses controllers. The systemd uses units to control the system processes and services. Systemd unit types. For easier management, units are categorized into several types. There is no specific rules for categorization. To categorize units, a Linux flavor or version may use the same types as other flavor or version may use more or fewer types than others. The following table lists common units types along with a brief description of each unit type. Unit type description. Unit type target. Systemd target a group of units that defines a synchronization point. The synchronization point is used a boot time to start the system in a particular state. Systemd service or .service, a unit of this type starts or stops or restart or reload a service daemon such as Apache Web Server. Systemd socket or .socket, a unit that this type activates a service when the service receives incoming traffic on the listening socket. Serviced device or .device, a unit of this type implements device-based activation such as a device driver. Systemd unit or systemd mount or .mount, a unit of the types controls the file system mount point. Systemd automount or .automount, a unit of this type provides and controls on-demand mounting of a system swap or .swap, a unit of the type encapsulates or activates or deactivates swap partition. Systemd pass or .pass, a unit of the type monitors file or directory and activates or deactivates a service if a specified file or directory is accessed. Systemd timer or .timer, a unit of the type activates or deactivates a specified service based on a timer or when the set time is lapsed. Systemd snapshot or .snapshot, a unit that creates and saves file the current states on a running unit. This state can be used to restore the system later. Systemd slice or .slice, a group of units that manage system resources such as CPU and memory. Systemd scope or .scope, a unit that organizes and manages foreign processors. And systemd bus name or .bus name, a unit that controls the bus system. A daemon is a process that starts at the boot time or when a service started and runs the background performing various tasks. A daemon continuously runs until it is stopped manually or the system is shut down. For convention, daemon program uses a letter D at the end of its name. A socket is a primary communication channel. A service or process uses it to communicate with other services or processes running in the local or remote system. A service refers to one or more daemons. Starting and stopping a service makes a one-time change to the state of the system. Listing systemd unit types. To list all available unit types, you can use the systemctl-t help command. For test this command, use Ubuntu 22. Copy this command, systemctl-t help, to list all available unit types. su-for root access, and type this command, systemctl-t-help unit list available unit type services mount .swap .socket .target and other. To list all available units in a particular type, use the following command: systemctl-all systemctl-all list -units pipe grep.unit type. Copy this command on terminal. Remove unit type, replace services unit. systemctl-all list-units pipe grep.services unit enter all services, all units for services this. For example, the following command lists all available units in the type services. In the output, the first column lists the name of the unit, first of list name of the unit, name of the unit, this is name of the unit, and the second column display whether the unit configuration was loaded properly or not. Load second unit column, load or not found or other. The third and fourth column tell the state of the unit, and the last column provides a description of the unit. State unit active or not inactive, and running or dead, and latest column provide description of the unit, location, unit, where, and other description. The following table briefly explains the terms that the system uses to describe the status of units. Status loaded. This is a status. Status loaded. The unit's configuration file has been successfully read and processed. Status active. Excited, successfully executed the one-time configuration, and after execution the unit is neither running as an active process nor waiting for an event. Active running, successfully executed the one-time configuration, and after execution the unit is running one or more active processes. Active waiting, successfully executed the one-time configuration, and after execution the unit is waiting for an event. Active running, successfully executed the one-time configuration, and after execution the units running one or more active processes. Active waiting, successfully executed the one-time configuration, and after execution the unit is waiting for an event. Inactive dead, either the one-time configuration failed to execute or not executed yet, and you can filter the output to view more specific lists of units. For example, to view the list of only active units in the type services, use the following command: systemctl-all list-units pipe grep active pipe grep dot service. Copy this command. Filter outputs to view more specific list of units and paste this command. Filter this command unit. Same way to view the list of all inactive units in the type service, use the following command. For list of all inactive units, use this command. Group inactive. This unit is inactive. Or dead. By default, without any switch and options, the systemctl command displays the list of all active units. Systemctl command all active units shows. This default behavior makes the list units optional in easy language to list all active units. You can use any one of the following commands, or systemctl use list units. The --all switch instructs the systemctl command to include inactive, maintenance, and failed units, also the output. Listing the status of systemd units at the startup. To list the status of systemd units at startup, we use the following command. Systemd units at startup status. Systemctl list -unit files. Command systemctl list -unit -files command. List the status of systemd units at startup. By default, this command lists the status of units from the all units type. To view the status of all units of a particular unit type, we can filter the output of this command. For example, to view the status of only the type sockets, we can use the following command. Systemctl list -units files pipe grep.socket unit. use this command for filter unit.socket. As you can see in the above output, a unit can be in 3 states. State 1, if a unit is in the enable state, the system restarts its boot time. Enable state, start boot time. Second enable state, if a unit is the disabled state, the system does not start it at startup. Disable does not start unit. Third unit, if a unit is third state, if a unit is in the static state, neither the system restarts at startup nor allow us to change its state. Static state. In easy language, if a unit is in the disabled or enabled state, you can change its state from the systemctl enable or disable command. But if a unit is in the static state, you can't change its state. Technically, if a unit is in the static state, then it means that the unit does not have the install section in its configuration file, which is required to start a unit at boot time. Then systemctl enable or disable command for enable or disable units. For example, snap the unit enable, and I can use this command systemctl enable or disable this unit. Systemctl disable unit snapd.socket. List unit files. Snapd socket is disabled. Enable replace. Snapd.socket unit is enabled.